I was only 13 when the sky turned white, not blue, not gray, white. And in that moment, Hiroshima disappeared. I saw my mother's body burning. I smelled my own skin melting. And for 80 years, I have carried the scar on my face as proof that I lived through hell. My name is Keiko Tanaka. I was born in Hiroshima in 1932. Before I begin, please tell me in the comments where you are watching from. It gives me joy and comfort to know my story reaches hearts across the world, not just in Japan. When you write your city, your country, it feels like you are standing beside me, listening. And maybe my pain won't feel so lonely anymore. I want you to picture Hiroshima before the fire. It was a small city, surrounded by rivers and mountains. The air smelled of rice cooking, of fish drying in the sun, of flowers in spring. Children laughed in the alleys, chasing balls made of cloth. I was the second daughter of my family. My father worked in the post office. My mother sold vegetables at the market. My older sister Aiko was 16 and she always braided my hair before school. My little brother Haru was only 7, small, noisy, always running, always asking questions. Life was not rich, but it was warm. I loved the sound of my mother singing while she cooked. I loved the way my father bowed before leaving for work. I loved sitting by the river, dipping my toes in the water, watching the sun go down. Yes, Hiroshima was alive. Hiroshima was beautiful. Until August 6, 1945. It was a Monday. The cicadas screamed in the summer heat. That morning, my mother placed a tiny bowl of rice in front of me. She smiled as if everything was normal, even though food was scarce. My brother Haru refused to eat. He wanted to run outside. My father laughed and said, "Finish first, or the day will finish you." That was the last joke I ever heard from him. My sister tied a ribbon in my hair before school. She kissed my forehead and whispered, "One day you'll tell stories of peace." I didn't know that by sunset she would be gone. At 8:15 a.m., the world turned white. There was no warning, no time to run. 1 second the sky was clear. The next the sun exploded above us, a flash brighter than 1,000 suns. So bright I thought I had gone blind. The air itself caught fire. My school collapsed. The roof crushed my classmates. The glass from the windows sliced into my skin. I tried to scream, but no sound came. The blast had stolen even my voice. I saw my mother running toward me, her clothes already burning. She opened her mouth, but only blood came out. I smelled my own skin, melting. I clawed at my face, but the flesh was soft, sliding under my fingers. My little brother Haru was gone. Only his sandal remained, smoking in the dirt. And my sister Aiko, my beautiful sister with gentle hands. Her body was nowhere. The city was gone. The sky was fire. And I was only 13. I stumbled through the ruins. Everywhere I looked, people were burning, crawling, screaming. A man without eyes staggered past me, his hands outstretched, skin hanging in ribbons. A mother carried a baby that was already dead, but she rocked it, whispering lullabies. Children cried for water, but the rivers were poisoned with ash and bodies. The air smelled of blood, smoke, and death. We called it Picadon, flash, boom. But it was more than that. It was the sound of humanity tearing apart. Hours later, I woke up under rubble. My face was blistered, my hands burned. I touched my cheek and felt the scar that never left me. Somehow I was alive, but my family was not. My father's body was found near the post office. My mother's ashes were swept into a river. My brother was never found. My sister's face haunted my dreams. For weeks I wandered among the dead. I begged strangers for water, for rice, for mercy. But most were like me, burned, broken, lost. At night I cried myself to sleep, asking God why he left me alive. Was it a curse, or was it a duty? I grew up with my scar. People stared. Children pointed. Some whispered, "Hibakusha, bomb survivor," like it was shame. I could not marry. I could not work. I was a ghost among the living. But still, I lived, year after year, breath after breath. Because I remembered Aiko's words. One day you'll tell stories of peace. Maybe that was why I survived. To speak when others could not. To carry their voices inside my broken skin. I am 91 years old now. I have carried Hiroshima inside me for almost a century, and I want you to hear me wherever you are in the world. War is not glory. War is not honor. War is fire that eats children first. Do not be fooled when leaders speak of bombs and power. I was 13 when I saw power, and power left me with scars that never healed. If you hear my story, promise me one thing. Tell it again. Tell it to your children. Tell it to their children. Because silence is how war begins. But memory? Memory is how peace survives. My children, if you had been in Hiroshima with me that day, would you still believe bombs can bring peace? Do you think the world has learned, or do you fear it could happen again? My name is Keiko Tanaka. I was only 13 when Hiroshima burned. 80 years later, my scar still speaks. Do not let my story die with me. Like, comment, and share this voice, so the next generation will never repeat our hell.